for people who couldn't make it. So I'm really proud to introduce my client, Sarah. And Sarah's unmuted, and I'm going to share her before and after picture while she's speaking, even though it's not completely after yet. But Sarah's had an amazing transformation so far, and she has been such a great client to work with. She's very, very committed to her journey. She was committed from day one, and I'm going to turn it over to her and let Sarah share for a few minutes. So go ahead, chat, Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Sarah.
I don't know if you can see me here. Little thankful to share my story today. So I've been working with Janet, and I've been on this program now just about a year. I started February 11th last year. So I've been following the 5 and 1 since then. There's my picture there. This picture on the left, it was me a couple of weeks after I started. So I'd already started losing a little bit. And this was me on the right a few weeks ago. So I'm still going. I still have a little more to go. But for me, this is the second time I started this program. So about 5 years ago, I was doing the 5 and 1 with a different coach. And my head really wasn't in the game, and I really wasn't ready to make that transformation, I don't think. I looked at the program very differently, and this time around, I'm looking at it where I'm changing all of my habits. I'm fully engrossed in the program, the habits of health. I understand the food is just one part of this. Making all of the healthy choices are really helping me be successful the second time around. So I feel really great about being part of this program and working with Janet. It feels like it's been a long road, but 1 year has gone by very, very, very quickly. And I'm looking forward to maintenance and transitioning off the program at some point, anyway.
Yeah, and Sarah's been completely committed to the process. I think we've checked in with each other almost every week for the last year. Maybe we missed a week or two, but she's really had her eye on the Sarah that she wants to be.
Yeah, I think what's been helping me this year, what's been different about this program for me this year is really understanding that I get to choose. I haven't been 100% perfect throughout the year. I've been maybe 95% perfect throughout the year. I have 2 small children, or 2 elementary age children, who aren't on the program and sometimes get to eat the things that I'm not allowed to eat. And I'm around different types of foods. But for me, I know that I want to stay healthy and make the right choices. And I've been able to incorporate the program into my children's lives. And I feel, I feel really good about where I am today.
And how much weight have you lost so far in this year?
As of today, it's 146 or 147, somewhere around there, give or take. And and I have about 20 or so to go, I think, before I'm in maintenance.
It's really been an amazing journey for Sarah. And
in about 15 or 16 pounds, I'll be half of what I was.
Wow.
Good that way.
Well, thanks so much for sharing, Sarah. You've been an amazing. It's just been so much fun walking this journey with you, and I know you're inspiring others, including one person who's on the call right now, who's been inspired by you, and hopefully she'll be sharing her story soon.
Yeah, well, thank you for everything. And thank you to the community for all of your input on social media. It's always inspirational and very helpful for me when everyone else posts and tells their story. So thank you to everyone here also on the call.
Great. Thanks so much. All right, awesome. So next up we have, I'm going to have Susan introduce Sean. So Susan, are you unmuted? I'll unmute you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
So I'd like to introduce to everyone Sean Lindsay, who I connected with Sean, and he started his journey May of last year, and he's just done awesome. He's been a pleasure to work with and a joy. So Sean, let her rip. Tell your story.
Okay, how's everyone doing? Well, what brought me to Optavia was after struggling for many years at the gym. I wanted to lose some weight. Gym wasn't working out. I had an achy back. I was breathing heavy. Had some knee pain, swollen ankles, and I wanted to see if I was just getting older or what was going on. So I reached out and connected with the coach, Sue, and I started the 5-in-1 plan, which I really like. It's very simple. Come out of the box, five fuelings out of the box to follow, with instructions, with the one prepared meal. I could eat it on the go. It wasn't a lot of prep time. I microwaved my breakfast in the mornings, and then when I got to work, I had a fueling at 9. Also, the support is great. I mean, I might not, comment on every Facebook post or like them all, but I read them all. And at some point, you see things there through social media or in the videos that were sent to me early on. Was all very helpful to know that, if you sent a text message, your coach would always answer you back that day, or not right away, or that day, to give you the answers. So you weren't alone doing it. I really enjoyed that. The guidebooks were helpful. If you ever had a question, I would run to the guidebook and look it up. What can I do, or what's acceptable for the program? So like I said in the beginning, I wanted to lose 30 pounds. At this point, I've lost 85 pounds.
What?
Yeah, I lost, as of yesterday, 85 pounds. There's no more heavy breathing, no more back pain, swollen ankles gone. All the bad habits are gone. Now it's just I have healthy habits at work, and I eat a lot better, and I'm more educated on food, and preparing my lean and greens and things at night. So I'm very thankful that I chose this program, and I'm just entering the maintenance phase now, and let's see what happens.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, I'm sorry I
Thanks.
yelled out what, but when you said I want to lose 30 pounds, I didn't expect you to say that you lost 85.
Well, yeah, I kept going, so I'm glad I did.
That's fantastic. Well, stay close to Susan in the community, and you'll go through transition and maintenance. And, the program doesn't end when you get to your healthy weight. We're here for you for the long haul.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's amazing. Susan, congratulations on coaching Sean. It's no better feeling than helping somebody with their transformation.
I will say one thing. He just plowed through every holiday, and I say, okay, what's going to be a challenge next week? Do we need a plan? Do we need a strategy? He's like, no, I got it covered. I'm cooking it. I'm fine. And he just did an amazing job for himself.
Well, that just shows you when somebody's made up their mind, they've made up their mind, right?
That's right. Yep.
Awesome. Congratulations. We'll have to get it before and after.
We got one.
Okay. So I'm going to introduce now Paola. I'm sorry, I always have trouble with that.
Okay.
And another client of mine who has been inspirational, and I'm going to just turn it over to her and let her tell her story. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. I'm Paola, and yes, I was actually desperate for help. Same thing as the gentleman who just talked before. I was looking for the answer in the gym. And this time around, it was not working for me. And again, I thought it was because I was just getting old, because when I was 20 years old, I was an aerobics instructor, and I always was in the gym community for many, many years. And I stopped for a while after my first child, and then to my second child, I couldn't go back to my regular weight. It's been crazy how improvement in not just the physical appearance, but mentally and emotionally as well, because then you become more confident. Then my knees don't hurt as much as it used to be. I had a knee issue and I was referred to like a specialist at the same office visit that I was told that Janet might be able to help me. I went in for my physical, and then my physician said, well, number one, we need to do something for you to like lose some weight. I'm not that tall, so it was like really bothering my knees and my sciatica. So he sent me for a physical therapist, and also asked me if I wanted to reach out for, help after being a nutritionist, after being a dietitian, after being a gym. I tried it all. So then I said, well, yeah, I really wanted to try something else. And then she said, I will connect you with her. It's okay if she calls you. I'm like, yeah, definitely. It was something that I was talking with Janice as well. Sometimes when they give you a business card, you're like, yeah, I call. You put it in your bag, and then you go, and then your kid asks for this, and then you had to go out food shopping, whatever, and you forget. But then I say, you know what? Let's get me. So it was just like 30 minutes after that I seek for the help that I got it. And I was very hesitating at the beginning, because when they told me I had to eat this certain food, I was like, oh, been there, done that, Janet Craig, Weight Watchers. I've been in all of them. And it's not the same, because when you get tired of that food, you go back and put double the weight. No, I wasn't too crazy about it, but as I got to know the program a little bit, it took me like a week to digest it, and consulted with my husband, and Janice sent me videos and all this support for me to really get like a feedback what it was all about. And then I realized this was not a diet. This is a life-changing option. Way to actually enhance not just your body, but your health and even your family, because they start adopting the same habits. Mm-hmm. So, and then another person just said, it's true. It's all about your choice. It's about to realize that it's only you, the person in charge, to make the right choice. So if you got 10 plays in front of you right now have the authority to say, you know what, I'm going to choose salad over pizza. We travel a lot, and we are big cruisers. So we cruise crazy, maybe 2-3 times a year. And usually it says it as a funny fact, the average cruiser pulls up to 5 pounds if the cruise is 5 days or more. I started this journey for my 40th birthday as a present to myself on late August. And my present for my birthday was a cruise to Alaska. And it was like 10 days. And I was like, oh my God, here we go. We're going to see how it's going to work. That's how I did. I packed up all my fuelings, sandwich bags for each day. And I stick to the program. And I was the only one able to say I lost 3 pounds on my vacations. So between hiking, walking, sightseeing, and just keep, hydrated. This is my companion everywhere I go. I went in the car, went in the house, everywhere I go. And you know what? That month, I realized, I was like, wow, it's all about what I pick. I was at the buffet, but was not eating cheeseburgers. And I went for dinner with my husband and sit down nicely, and I had my protein and my greens. So it was all about me picking the right choices for me. So it's this and this put all together.
Exactly.
So I'm very thankful for my physician and for Janice to actually empower me to keep going. And I'm down already 25 pounds. I was losing 3 pounds a year going to the gym. So it's been significant, the change and, how you feel. So I'm very thankful and looking forward for the other 25.
Thank you so much. Yes. Yep. Another person who made the choice. And, it's not about perfection, everybody. It's about, when you slip up and you come off program because you've chosen to, it's about getting back on. The sooner the better. Right. So it's not about, oh, I blew it, I might as well eat this, that, and the other thing. It's like you get back on. This is why we call it the journey to optimal health. It's a journey. It's not like a one-time sprint. So thank you so much. And you're also inspiring people, your sister, and now some other people are being inspired by
Thank
you.
you.
So congratulations and thanks so much for sharing. I know it's been a busy night for you.
That's okay.
Okay, awesome. I love hearing these stories. It's never too much. So Matt, I'm going to have you now introduce John.
Hey, so John's son just threw up, so
Oh.
John had to be off. John played on my baseball team. I was his baseball coach, but I've got two other baseball guys on the phone. One is Don Adams. He was the umpire when I played baseball, and the other one's Tommy Zink. They both went to high school together. So Don, I don't know if you know, Tommy was on the phone. But Don, his wife did the plan. And look, this program's for everybody. I mean, 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 15 pounds. So Don, you want to just share your story of, why you decided to do the program, why you waited, what you saw your wife go through, and, go ahead.
Sure. About 16 months ago, I had a surgery on my shoulder. I had a major shoulder repair. And basically, I kind of just shut everything down and sat around, felt sorry for myself, and, got into some really bad habits. My weight went way up, and then went to the doctor, and my blood pressure was up. And so I kind of, did a bunch of things to try to get back in shape, but nothing was really working. And then I watched my wife, who was in pretty good shape, but she just needed that little extra edge. And the change was pretty, for someone who is fit, it was dramatic, like how it reshaped her body, and it impressed me. And so I was like, let me, and she basically complimented the program about how easy it is, and that you get used to it. It becomes part of you. And so I was intrigued, and I figured I'd take the leap. And I can already, I'm certainly very new to all this, but I can feel the changes. And it's, I think the first thing you said to me, one of our first sessions, was about my sleep, and it's just amazing how much better it is. And like everybody's saying, I do realize that this is not for the short term. This is something that I'm looking to be part of the rest of my life.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing. And the thing I love about this program is it's not just for the amazing stories we just heard, 85 pounds, 140 pounds, Piola's story, but people like me who want to lose 10 or 15 pounds, who aren't sleeping well, have poor energy. The gym's not getting it done for us. This program is for everybody, and everybody else who shared, I loved your stories. I don't know if Tom Zink, are you on the phone? He would be VA 30.
Oh, he was here. I don't think he's here now. He was.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wait,
cool.
no, he is. Okay. I just unmuted him. V30? Wait,
V30. There he is. Yep, he's unmuted. Tom, you there?
I don't think he could hear us.
All right.
Tom? He's there.
All right, let's go to next then, I guess. I guess you can hear us.
Okay. Well, let's see. So we got another 5 minutes. So those were the...
Who is V30 Kyle Kitchen? It's hard to see.
I thought V30 was Lee Nuffler.
Yeah, this is Lee.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Lee. It's hard to see. See how I got my face all lit up? Go ahead, Janet. Continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, so we really have the people that we're going to share shared. So I just, if anyone else wants to just, pop in and say anything, we can unmute you. Just wave your hand if you want to speak and you're muted. Up, Janice. Okay. Go ahead, Janice.
You asked me the other day and I said no, but I thought about it. So Janet and I have been speaking. I've been on the program for, I'm in my 4th week. And I just got my second order today. I posted on Facebook yesterday how excited I was that it was coming. It was crazy how excited I was. And what everyone else is saying, that the thing that struck me, I also, like Sarah, was on this program once before, but all I did was the 5 and 1. I was encouraged to do more, but I didn't. I didn't have Janet as my coach, who just sort of directed me in a way that made enormous sense to me to investigate the program more. And even that book, Atomic Habits, just the notion of small changes having a huge effect as they accumulate one upon the other. So as everyone else is saying, it feels good to be doing these things. It feels as though I'm making changes already and just heading in the right direction and really looking forward to the future, just feeling very confident about it as well. And I can't thank Janet enough as well. And Sarah, you know, you were my inspiration to get back to this. So
Here for you anytime, Janice.
thank you, Sarah.
And when Janice talks about, and Sarah both talked about that they did the program before, but that all they did was the 5-in-1. I think everyone here knows what that means, but just to say it anyway, that the 5-in-1 or the eating plan is just 1/4 of what we offer. The Habits of Health curriculum is crucial because that's where we learn the habits of health. And the community, you know, the Facebook support group, the weekly Habits of Health Zoom calls, which if any of you haven't done, you're not on the screen with those, you're just watching it. This week it was on inflammation. I don't know, anyone see it this week, the one on inflammation? It was really, really good. So try to watch the recording. If you don't know where to find them recorded, make sure you ask your coach. You can go to YouTube and type in Optavia Habits of Health, and they'll show up there, and they're also on your coach's website. But those are really educational, and the whole community is there watching too. So we have that community piece. We have, of course, the coach, and I'm sure everybody here is, you know, regularly checking in with the coach. So those are that's what we mean when we say the whole program, not just the food. So that's why this is not a diet. It is a whole program. And I know I'm speaking to the choir here because everybody has already said that that's why they're getting so much out of it. So, anybody else want to say anything? Okay. Well, Karen, go ahead, Karen.
I'll just want to say thank you, everyone. You know, I'll be a coach for 3 years. I started my journey a little over 3 years ago, and it is still so inspiring to hear all the stories. So I just want to thank everyone for sharing. And it's really nice to put faces to the names I see posting on the page. So, you know, keep showing up, you know, no matter how long you've been on the journey. And, you know, the community aspect of what we do is so powerful. Everyone.
And Karen, just to say, you lost how much weight?
110 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
And one thing that Karen always says is, since she became a coach, and she became a coach before she reached her goal, being a coach and working with other people has helped her in sticking to her own journey. Because look, anyone, you know, anyone can slip back into old habits. We all do as coaches. We slip back into bad habits too. But because we're working with clients and because we want to be an inspiration, we're more likely to get back on the, you know, back on the horse, rather than continue down that path towards disease. So being part of the community has been really helpful to you, right, Karen?
Oh, absolutely. It's meant everything. I mean, I think like a lot of people, I thought I was going on a diet, and it wasn't until I just kept going and opting into all the ways to connect with the community and Habits of Health, you know, through my coach, Nora, that that I started to realize, oh no, this is a lot more than a diet. This is something that's actually going to help me do something I've never been able to do before. So, and yeah, so it's incredible. So,
yeah. So dream big, people. Dream, picture what it is you want for yourself, and don't put any limitations because anything's possible. So you know that's what it's all about, creating your future, and we're here to guide you. So thank everybody for coming, and everybody who shared. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the Facebook.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.